And gaze. This is the start of campaign 2, Tyrant of the Dark Star. This is our first character prologue. I'm going to turn it over to my players to introduce themselves and at least just tell you the name of their character. Other important details we will figure out later.
Well, hello. Yes, hi. I'm Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Eurideaux. Their pronouns are he, they.
Hello, I'm Farris. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Alouette. We're just doing names? Done.
It is almost 100 years to the day that the Tyrant appeared in the sky and blocked out the sun. We open on a cell. You hear the sounds of Cold Iron Prison all around you. In this cell, there is straw on the floor, a questionable few bucket or two. Best not to look too close at those. And in the corner, there is a curled up shape, but that one isn't too important right now. What is important are these two people brought into frame. Their clothes have seen better days, and they have bags over their heads currently. They are shoved into the cell, and the doors are closed. I bet you're probably wondering how they got here. So let's answer that question. Jump back in time. It's been a bit, and you're honestly not sure how long you've been in this predicament. So we'll start with Euri. It is a day. You know, you are doing what you do, and you have some information. You have a possible job. It's more of just a rumor that if you can figure it out and solve this problem, you'll probably get paid. And the rumor you've been hearing around is in Coffin Walk, the district with... It's called Coffin Walk for a reason. People are crammed together in small spaces with barely any room. And people have been going missing more than usual, more than somebody getting out, or just violence that claims lives. And from what you can tell, there's nobody really looking into this.
Yeah, I mean, Eurideaux would have gotten this information, and so they are spending time. They have not a workshop, not a shed, but it's a little bit more than a shed, not quite a workshop, where they tend to prepare everything. So they are there, just gathering stuff to maybe be useful, maybe some potions. They are filling up a bandolier with shells that are looking like they belong to this strange looking gun that's on the table that they're working on. It has a wooden frame. The arm, the part that goes close to the body, it looks like it has like a big wedge in it, but maybe that's just for extra stability. Euri themselves, who are a strong 5'4", they are having everything put in place. They have combat boots on, like leather pants that are all like tucked into the shoes to make sure there's no open skin. This like a padded leather top and this big leather jacket that goes down with the curtails down to their feet. And they pull back their hair, which is this stark like white with these streaks of red going through them, and put gloves over their burgundy skin. Make sure that the hair isn't caught on their horns at all. And they are kind of in the moment, just trying to make sure everything is ready to go before they get more hurt than they need to.
Yeah, and I'm gonna jump over to Lou. Where would we find you at this time of day? And I think you've also heard these rumors. Probably you've got servants, correct? Technically, no.
Sometimes we hire people.
Yeah, sometimes you hire people and they come in and clean. So yeah, that's actually probably where you heard that same rumor from. Is probably one of these people was from Coffin Walk, and they're becoming very worried about the number of people going missing.
You would find Lou in the process of sneaking out of her house. She is in her room, which is a cluster of just knickknacks and weird stuff. It looks like the room of like a gothic teenager / Howl's Moving Castle, but the bedroom specifically, just plants and like shadow boxes with like dead bugs in them, and lots of cobwebs in the corner that seem to be left there on purpose, knickknacks and weird bric-a-brac, and just so many oddities. There's like a gilded skull on like the mantle and books scattered everywhere. And then Lou herself is in the process of pulling on a bandolier as well, except instead of having bullets in the bandolier, there are 7 bells, and then she has like an artist, like one of those like en plein air artist box, like the big giant wood ones that have like a little strap on one shoulder. She's got a chatelaine on her hip with like scissors and thimble and some little bottles and things hanging from it, probably making a lot of noise. And she has very thick, curly, like dark pink hair, like burgundy hair, and pink skin, and these little crown white horns that loop from the back of her head to the front. She's wearing glasses and has white freckles everywhere. And when she has grabbed all of her stuff, she opens her window, leaves a note on her like bedside, and is climbing out the window. She's not supposed to be leaving.
Yeah. Did your window's like on the ground floor, right? You're not like jumping from like the second story for this, right?
There's a trellis, obviously.
Okay, obviously a trellis, yeah. You're gonna climb down that. I was trying to decide how tempted I was to make you make the first roll of the campaign.
It's not her first time climbing down this trellis. I will put it that way.
That's
But
fair.
I will roll
That's
if
fair.
you want me to.
It's fair.
I warn you, it's gonna be a depressing first roll of the campaign because athletics are not her thing.
You know what? I'd say like you're not under any rush to do this. You know, you've done this before. So yeah, you won't have to roll for now.
Yeah. She's well practiced. And she's not wearing a skirt. She is wearing pants that sometimes look like a skirt. They got the little flap. Look them up, they're a real thing.
Yeah. I guess you are probably heading to find your cousin.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you probably know where their workshop is, I would say.
I don't know.
Dude, that's a question.
Dusty?
For Dusty. Would Lou know where Euri's workshop is?
I feel like they would, but maybe it's a thing that you haven't told Euri that you know that yet. But you've definitely like put two and two together.
Not as subtle as we want to be. In which case Lou goes straight there and just slams open the door. Euri! There's a thing! Go should take me!
Euri, completely surprised, immediately picks up the gun, points it at Lou, realizes who it was. Lou.
No, I am all ready to go. I got everything I could possibly need ever. And I got a note, so it's like, oh, I'm visiting Euri for a few days. Don't worry about it. But obviously, this is the best place to go monster hunting.
Lou, what do you mean by going? You don't have... No,
you promised. You promised. You said you'd take me if it looked like it was easy. And I think this will be easy.
What makes you think this would be easy?
Because I heard about it from a cleaning lady. So, couldn't be. It's like some missing people. Like, come on.
Yes, they're missing people. Like,
Probably
missing
it's
people
just like ghouls. Ghouls are not hard. You say ghouls, you do them in your sleep. We do them in our sleep, except we are awake.
Euri they put the gun on the table and is like sitting there, arms folded, and it's just like not pacing, but they're tapping their foot. They unfortunately know that they did promise.
And I even saved you time. I found one for you. You're welcome.
I was literally headed there already.
See? It is perfect.
Okay. But listen. If you go, you listen to me? No. You listen to me.
Oui, I listen. Whatever. One.
Yes. This is not just like a survey. If things going missing, they could be really bad, and you don't need getting hurt. You get hurt. You know who's getting yelled at? You and me. I don't like hearing from your dad in general. Okay?
Yeah. You know what? It'd be a nice change of pace for once. So let's do it.
Good. Forward. All right. Well, I see you've at least got proper attire. That's good. Well, they're going to pick up the gun, and like it has like a shoulder strap on it, and strap it behind their back, and just. Would you like to lead the way at least?
Yeah, we have to go.
Yes. You leave your places in I believe you live in the Silver Court. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave your homes in the Silver Court, traveling across the bridges towards the other side of the city. Malakad is a city that is put against a lake and then split down the middle by the river. You have on the right side, you have the more affluent areas, most of the temples to the gods of Noxlight. And on the left is actually where the city came from, started. That's where some of the oldest buildings in the city are, as it grew and expanded to take up all of this space. But most people just kind of ignore that this is Old Town at this point. It's, especially in these last 5 years, the other half of the city has seen a lot of problems. You all know of the ghoul outbreak that started almost 5 years ago. The guards and hunters claim everything is under control, but 3 districts of the city have been sealed off, and there is no word on if or when they will ever be reopened. You pay the small toll to go across the bridge. It's nothing for you, a small couple of coppers. And you pass through Salvation Row on towards Coffin Walk. And you know to move quickly through Salvation Row. You don't ever want to stop too long there. And Coffin Walk itself, as you enter, you see the Valios tenement. It is... If this were anywhere else, they would call it a marvel of modern engineering. It is a building that maybe was a castle at some point. A large stone building that throughout the years, as more and more people have lived in it, has been segmented and added onto to create an almost Frankenstein of a building. You can see all of the various building materials, and it towers high over the district. You see the people, the day workers moving in and out, you feel the malaise. People don't live happy lives here. Still, there's some children kicking around what is probably the best thing they could make into a ball. You see some people doing laundry, laying their clothes on the line, even though there really isn't all that much of a sun to dry them anymore. What little heat they get from the eclipse during the day sometimes does it. If not, it's dealing with wet clothes. And it doesn't help that it rains a lot here either. But people make do. I'm gonna actually call for the first roll now of a perception roll from the both of you.
Ooh, it's a dual first roll of the game.
I'm using the one Doomy dice that survives to the new dice palette. Perception, you say?
Perception.
Wait, I should have my skills in here by now, right? Okay. Yeah! Rolled so bad. Okay, cool. That's gonna be a 16 from me.
Yeah, 16's not horrible, actually. We're
All
only
right,
level 2.
We're babies.
We're not level 20
Wait, yeah,
anymore.
you're right. I have to reassess what numbers mean again.
Well, I'd say maybe I'm a little distracted because of Lou, because I got a 12.
Yeah, and honestly, with the amount of people moving in and out, it's hard to tell much of anything. But Lou, you spot someone. You spot this person in this cowboy hat and a long, a long dark jacket, talking to somebody that's outside of the outside of the building, you know. And as they seem to finish up this conversation, you watch as he clasps this man's hand and shakes it, and you can kind of see as he pulls away, he has slipped a couple of gold coins into his hand. This man sort of turns around, looks to be human, has kind of like very salt and pepper hair and beard. Kind of like rubs at the beard and like looks around and like starts to like walk off in a direction.
Aubrey, does Eurideaux have a contact by chance here? That there's like maybe have an idea to meet?
I will say, yeah, you can have a contact here, someone to meet. Your contact it's not all that much of a title, but you know that Isaac Grimm is supposedly the senator for this district. He is part of the Council of 12, not that most people listen to him. He had been talking for weeks about people going missing and couldn't get hunters, couldn't get the coin guard, anyone over here to take a look at it. So starting to turn towards mercenaries to see. The person that this cowboy was talking to, not Isaac. But you do know that Isaac does live nearby in a slightly nicer house.
Yeah, I think amongst the hustle and bustle, Euri look at Lou and just stay close. I think we should talk to maybe the senator here. They have an idea of what's going on.
That is a good idea. But also, before we do, check out that guy's hat. Got a cowboy hat. He's not a cowboy.
Could be a cowboy. That's a good hat, though. Maybe I should get one.
Right? He's a really good hat. He was like taking a bribe or something earlier. Or giving a bribe. I don't really know. Doesn't matter.
Take a mental note of that. Maybe that's something to look into.
Doesn't yes. Everyone do bribes Aussie time though?
Yes, but it doesn't mean it's still good. Just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean like it has to be okay.
Oh, no. The family does it all the time.
Oh, yes, I know. Yeah, I know. All right. Vamos, let's go. And like to turn to the slightly nicer house here.
Yeah, the house that in the district is reserved for the senator. He gets to live in it with his family, but not that much nicer than anything else. You knock on the door and your contact Isaac opens. He's an elf he is a very old elf. His hair has gone completely gray. Yeah, he's been around for a while. He looks to you, sees you, and just goes, "Oh, thank God! You're here. Come on in. I don't have much, but I can make some tea, and we can discuss what's going on here."
I'm okay.
Yeah. And it leads you into a sitting room with some very threadbare furniture.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Grimm, do you have an idea of where maybe this is originating from?
I am not sure. There's some stories going around of people out late at night feeling like someone's watching them. It seems to be mostly people coming home late at night from jobs that are going missing. A couple of people have you know that there's a lot of houses here that are not they're not in good enough shape for anyone to live in. Try to have some people keep watch on those. Some people say that they feel like when they pass them, somebody's watching them.
Well, did someone go missing recently?
Yes, a dwarven woman. I wish I remembered her name, but she went missing 2 nights ago. It was the last one to go missing, and then I'd kind of had it with everyone's just stonewalling me, and that's when I reached out to you. Thank you for coming as quickly as you did.
Yeah, maybe I'll go check out the place they were missing and see if we can find anything there. The sooner we can take care of this, clearly the better.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hunt monsters. Any information I have, I'm more than happy to share.
Besides, like, the missing person, there was no, I don't know, marks, fur, blood, broken items. That seems like incredibly out of place.
I'm just like taking notes. Of like everything Euri says. She has a little pencil under her chatelaine that she's like writing on.
Not much. No traces of whatever this thing is. People described just this overwhelming feeling of fear and like somebody was watching them.
Would this sound familiar to Euri at all?
Why don't you give me a, I believe you have a monster lore.
That is, wow, that's a 19 on the dice, so it's going to be a 23.
Mm-hmm. Do you know of quite a few things that steal people away? There are so many stories about fae and other kind of creatures that steal people away. Could be one of those. Sense of fear could be some sort of creature that feeds off of that. There could be quite a few options. It's hard to narrow it down, but bring your silver. You're pretty sure on that part.
Yeah, and I think Euri would say this a lot. I mean, it could be fae. There are specific creatures that specifically feed off fear, take people away. Hard to narrow down with this little information, but of course we have no witnesses to see, so I think I will go to the last scene where someone got lost and go from there.
And Isaac will look at you and just be like, and whatever I can gather up, if you can deal with this, we'll pay you. And just please keep my people safe.
Of course. Yuri's going to stand up and start heading to the store and turn around and just look at Graham again and just also maybe stock up on silver weaponry, just in case.
I will see what I can do. It's silver's a little expensive.
I'll see if I can help after this. And Yuri walks out and motions for Lou to follow them.
Lou turns back to Senator Grimm and it's just like, so wonderful to meet you.
You as well. I heard
Have
a
a
lot
great
about
day.
You too. Kind of as you do, like Grimm just sort of collapses back in the chair, just looking tired.
Once they're like outside and taking a couple steps in front of Grimm's place, Yuri's gonna like gently grab Lou's shoulder and just, now Lou, this is seeming it could be more dangerous than you anticipated. Are you sure? There's nothing wrong with going back home. this is something that I could deal with alone.
I'm so sure. Look, I am not of this. I have a weapon. I have just some bits and bobs that I think will be helpful. Depending on what it is, and different bits and bobs will be helpful. But I have both, and also others, and then some backups, just in case, and then a few other things, just in case. So, I am so prepared. I have been reading for, weeks. Obviously, I've been reading for years. I have been studying for years. But I have recently been reading things that seem appropriate to the situation at hand. For weeks. So I'm ready. And also, if I go back and remember at this point, I think I will explode.
Euri sighs a little bit and just, okay. You were
That's
gonna...
because every other organization in the entire city has said, no, to me does not mean I am not capable. I'm so capable.
Yeah, look, I know you're capable, but it doesn't mean I want you in danger.
Single is a dangerous fun. If it wasn't, you would not do it so much.
I don't think this is as fun as you think it is, dear. Just look. Stay close. As long as you're with me, I'll do everything I can to help protect you, okay?
Harry, I am going to be the one protecting you. You're fine.
Well, let's go to this place and see what we could find. And we'll head over.
But yeah, you're given directions to this block of buildings that used to be businesses and homes, but you can see windows broken in, doors with X's painted on them, and places where floors and roofs have given out. This is a part of the city that is just falling apart.
Euri would have unholstered their rifle and doesn't have it fully aimed. They're kind of holding it low, so it's not pointing at anyone, and it's just trying to keep an eye just around them, just to see any kind of things that look more out of place than a dilapidated city would.
Yeah. I think now is a great time for another perception roll for those of you looking around and trying to see what you notice.
I felt so good with this day. Not 2 days ago. 14.
Oh, I got an 18.
14, 18. You notice that there's a building nearby that was burned. You both rolled high enough to notice this, and there are footprints of someone who's walked through the ashes, and sort of you watch as they head down another alley. It seems fairly recent, actually.
Euri would stop and kind of point out that to Lou and just eyes up, okay? Gonna go towards where the footsteps are walking.
Wait 1 second. And Lou's going to take a little vial and collect some of the ash out of the center of the footstep and just keep that for later.
Lou, you doing?
What? They could be an arsonist. You know how good that is? You can get a lot of cool stuff out of that.
Okay. No, you're right. Okay. And we'll start heading over. Weapon raised just slightly more, but still not aimed at anyone.
I think Lou will unbuckle the smallest bell from her bandolier and just pull it out, but keep it so it doesn't ring. With her fingers hooked on the inside.
Mm-hmm. So you follow these footsteps through some of the alleys weaving between buildings, and eventually you get to a point where it's a dead end, and you're at the sort of like the head of this alley, and at the dead end there is a cowboy hat, and he is sort of like hunched over, like looking at something. You can't see exactly what he's looking at, and you're too far away to tell, but he's probably muttering to himself.
Yuri's gonna like slow their approach and just again, like, weapon still out, just, hey friend, you okay over there? Strange place to be taking a rest.
And so you watch as like sort of puts his hands out, sort of show like don't got anything, and we'll just say, I mean, it's a strange little mystery y'all got here.
What do you mean by that?
And he's gonna like sort of slowly stand up and step out of the way, and you see what he was looking at was a desiccated dwarven corpse.
Yuri looks at that and then looks at Cowboy Hand, just, well, not so missing anymore. What were you doing looking for them?
Well, the rats haven't gotten to her yet, so I go here and there. I am a collector of strange stories and things, y'all can call me Whiskey.
We want to?
Well, you can call me Whiskey, or more friendly people just call me Jack.
That is a very inventive name.
All right.
I like my whiskey. What can I say?
Mm-hmm. Lou, is this the person that was taking a bribe earlier, or the person that was giving a bribe? I forget.
Giving the bribe, I believe. He passed the money over.
Who were you bribing for what?
Oh, it was just some old man who, I think saw whatever the fuck did this to this lass here.
And you were keeping them quiet?
No, he gave me information, so I gave him some money.
I see.
Makes the world go round, and people are much less likely to lie to you if money's on the table.
That is so true. I mean, unless they wanted more money, in which case they might lie anyway.
Also true. Well, Whiskey, can you tell exactly what did this? We're kind of here to stop it.
Kind of nudges the corpse with the boot, sort of like flips it over because it's on its side, and like now it's on its back, and just goes, whatever done it, it just sucked the soul right out of her.
Does the corpse look freshly desouled? Does he look particularly fed? Is it whiskey? That's what I want to know. What can I roll to see if his vibes are bad? I like his hat though, so.
Why don't we make an esoteric lore check?
Ooh, esoteric.
I do believe yeah, no, give me an esoteric lore. I was like, does it need to be secret? It's just
Switch dice, and that was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 9. I rolled a 1.
9. You can't tell as far as you can tell. That's just a dude, just a guy, just a
I
normal
don't think
human.
it's a dude.
He doesn't look like. It looks like he's had a hard couple of nights drinking, if anything.
I have lied to me. If you can engage conversation, I've been already talking to him. Could I see if they've been lying to me about anything?
Sure, yeah. What kind of check is that?
Let's see. It's I do you have to beat my deception DC.
You think that they're telling as much of the truth as, they feel like in this moment? They're not lying. They did not kill this person. But, maybe not all information comes for free.
Oh, they want money.
Well, sorry, did you say how like recent this body looks? Like last night, day before, 3 hours ago?
It is hard. Like, if one of you would like to make a medicine check to you can give me a medicine check.
Let's go. Let's roll better. Yeah. Das. So that will be a 14 because I can't roll above 10.
Yeah, I mean, 14's still pretty good. You're relatively sure that this person died in the last day. It's really hard to tell because as you get like closer, you like kind of touch them. Their skin is like very papery and crumbly. It is literally like they're an empty Capri Sun.
Well, Whiskey, now you got this information. What you gonna do now?
I haven't decided rightly. No one's particularly paying me to look into this, so it was more of a personal curiosity.
Strange curiosities you have.
Yeah, I'm a collector of the strange and unusual.
Me too. Gonna say, this is not so weird. Hey, we do this all the time.
Well, we are going to look for this. If you be kind enough to go tell Senator Grimm that someone's soul has gone missing amongst all this, it'll be appreciated.
Looks between you all, and nods and just goes, for your kindness of not shooting me, give you something on the house. I think this here thing that's doing it is it's quite possibly a bogey. They do like to do that soul suck.
Great. Lovely. Love to hear that.
Keep your silver close at hand.
Don't worry about that. Euri's gonna like pat the side of the gun.
And hey, if you ever see me around again after this, want to do business, just let me know. Trade in many things. Gold, items, secrets. And just kind of like starts walking backwards. Also, you notice he does not appear to be armed.
Bold choice. Euri, as they watches them walking by, will not take their eyes off them until they're out of sight, and just we'll keep that in mind.
Monsieur Jack, do you sell your hat?
My hat?
Oui.
What about it?
Can I buy it?
Well, depends. I'm rather partial to this hat. I would let it go for a particularly juicy secret.
I can give you something better than a secret. And she holds out the little vial of ash, and says, "You're the collector of strange things, so you should know. The footsteps of the fire are going to be quite interesting. You ever need to get somewhere in the area?"
We'll take a look at it. Move up to you and take a look at it and just go. I can't tempt you into selling a secret.
I unfortunately have no secrets. We're selling. I am what they call an open book.
No, I don't believe that one bit.
Oh yeah, no secrets we're selling, Jack. Lou. We should figure out more about this before we are attacked in broad day. Whiskey, so good to meet you. We must be going. We'll talk about your hat another day.
It's not going anywhere. We can pick up this conversation another time over drinks.
Mm-hmm.
See me again? Drink on me.
Okay, I'll play.
Sold.
And he heads off, leaving you with the body.
Ooh, fun. One of us probably knows what a bogey is in character, right? Lou reads I hunt.
I'd say it's you're relatively sure a bogey is a relatively minor fae. All in all, they like to kidnap and torment, and then it can at the end of it devour the soul. They don't like silver.
Would all the previous attacks, were they at night?
Yes.
Okay. Lou is going to be standing, not Lou. Euri is now, I think maybe like walk back out of the alley just so they're not near the body. Just, we'll have to tell, if they don't tell Grim, I don't know if they're going to let them know that we found the body. All the previous,
they'll get paid for it, so.
All the previous attacks were at night. Maybe we should stake out a little.
I have an idea you're not going to like.
I already don't.
So, we know what it is, we know probably, now that we know what it is, how to do it. So, I think it would make a smart decision, even if you won't like it, to have one of us be bait and the other one be ready for an ambush. No, don't leave me that look. Don't do it. You know it's a good idea.
The look is already there.
Stop.
Lou, I did not.
I didn't say it to be me. It just makes more sense to be me. Look, I look so easy to have my soul sucked out. I am such a lost lamb in this terrible Pathfinder city. Come eat my soul. It is so innocent.
Oh, good. Do you have even... Did you even bring anything to fight with?
Yes, I already said I did. I have a weapon. I have the bells. Do you think they are here for fun? Do you think I'm going to be doing some change or anything while I'm sitting here? No. They are for fighting. Sort of. Mostly. Also, I have some spells. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I choose the place. Also, it would probably be fair to say that like Euri would have like a silver knife on them, right?
Yeah, I would say it's fair that you have one in your line of work.
It would also be fair to say that Lou has something silver.
Yeah,
She
I'll say
collects
so.
bits and bobs of anything and comes from a previously wealthy family. It seems absurd she would not have one silver item on her.
Sure, yeah, I'll give you a silver dagger.
Ooh,
Yeah, no,
that's more than I was expecting.
What I think Euri would do is like from like behind their back, they have one. They pull out a silver knife, turn it around so the handle's facing you, and just keep this on you. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you. This thing has silver bullets. Just
Don't worry, I also have
don't-
little silver shavings, and I can make some valuable to it.
It's a terrible idea, but
I have this thing. I have to have these things.
practicing being bait? What does that mean, Lou?
I have been practicing ruining people's days. Let's see for the Saturn.
Okay. Let's find one of these abandoned houses. I'll get an advantage point. And we'll wait till nightfall.
Okay.
Can't believe they allowed you to come along.
This is a great idea in the night.
Deepest of sighs.
So it's pretty easy to find a place where you can just sort of hole up. And night is, it's always a little weird to say when night begins when you're in a constant state of eclipse, but it's not long now until true darkness takes hold. And you are all in Coffin Walk. Only has a couple areas where the lamplighters will cast their magic, and you are in an area that falls to pure darkness. There is no magical light around here. As you're posted up, I imagine Lou on the street and Euri in one of the buildings or something.
Either on the street or like per se, there's like a building with like a collapsed roof that there's like open to the nightlight.
Yeah.
And Lou maybe just on the first floor hanging out, and Euri either on the roof like looking in, or on like on the second floor looking in, so they could jump down.
Yeah.
Is there
Mhm.
like any way we know to like draw it to us? Because it could technically go anywhere, but do we like are like, oh, if we put this out, then it'll be like, ooh, what's that? Come sniff it out or something.
I mean, I think you have what it wants: souls.
Well,
And
there's a lot of people with souls around here.
I actually don't think there's a lot.
You are in an area of Coffin Walk that is pretty much empty. It's all of these old abandoned buildings. And currently, with especially people going missing, more likely than not, Isaac is going to make sure people stay indoors, keep to the well-lit areas. And I mean, tonight is even worse for it because it's a cloudy night, so you don't even have starlight to go by. There's the vague, light of the moons from behind the clouds, but that's kind of it.
I think we both have dark vision, question mark?
I should.
As fetchlings, yeah, you both have dark vision, so you can kind of see in like a grayscale.
Who needs color?
Yeah, Euri would be keeping an eye out. Basically weapon at the ready. Doing a thing where they have their weapon raised and the finger like on the barrel of the weapon, not over the trigger. Just so they're like within a hair's breadth of like aiming and firing. And also could jump down right after, that kind of stuff.
I think Lou is just going to make a lot of noise. I think that she just draws like 4 of her bells, and she just starts changing out interesting patterns. Nothing behind them. It's just noise. Just to draw more attention to their area. Unless I know that would not do it. Unless that would have the opposite effect I want.
No, you're relatively sure it might have the effect you want.
Okay, great. Perfect. Then we will be doing that.
You go for a while doing this. It's probably getting close to like 9 p.m. It's night at this point. And you hear probably coming from, it sounds like a couple houses down. There seems to be a house that is still relatively standing. You hear what sounds like voices.
No, like normal voices or like monster voices?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big number. Yay! Please. That is going to be. Oh shoot, what's my perception? 24.
24.
I think so.
I got an unnatural 20, so.
Nice.
You both can tell there is something weird about these voices.
25. Sorry.
Because you hear the voices. They're not making intelligible words. It's like, if you were to do, to have a strange metaphor that the audience will understand. It is like when you're doing sound design and you have background voices, and then suddenly you take a listen to those background voices and they're not saying anything. They are going like watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
Watermelon sugar. I think Euri now to lose, like in a stress whisper, just Lou, eyes up, be careful, they're near.
I am so ready, okay. I also hear it.
I think, at least for the time being, Euri is going to keep to their perch as long as Lou doesn't go anywhere.
Lou's gonna go to the door and just look out and see if she can see it coming or any sign of it.
You don't see anything out there. You still hear the voices coming from a couple houses down, but you don't see anything. If you look at the house, there's no lights in the windows.
I give the bell like a couple rings just to see if the voices react at all. Like, get quiet, get louder, come towards us.
No, they seem to be staying where they are for now.
Yay! We have to go after it. And she just starts walking in that direction.
Ooh. I think Euri would have been on the roof, so now they're going to like try to scramble to the other side of the roof that's facing the street as fast as they can, I guess, without making as much noise. That doesn't sound like a roll, right? No.
No, I think for now you don't have to roll. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So Lou
is making lots of noise on purpose, though. She wants to make noise.
You come to this house and you can hear the unintelligible voices. As you approach the house, they quiet down.
Knock knock. Hello, we are here to, I guess, kill you.
Euri has jumped off the roof now. They're on the street.
And as you knock on the door, you kind of hear the sound of the the knob turning and then the squeak of the door opening.
That's
And-
not what I was expecting. Okay.
You see into a empty room, sort of a sitting area that probably was at some point. Furniture's long gone or destroyed or stolen. And there are steps leading up to a second level of some kind. And it is at that moment you hear the sound of something. It sounds like somebody's walking up the steps.
Oh, how hospitable. I don't suppose you'd like to come outside, maybe? Outside is so nice right now. It's so dark and scary. And also my cousin would kill me if I go inside. But also, you're inside.
Euri is walking closer as this is happening.
Euri went upstairs.
Yeah, then Euri was like, okay, do not go inside. I'm gonna go inside and look.
You cannot go inside by yourself.
Lou, I'm not letting you go inside.
You cannot go inside by yourself. What if there's more than one? Did you think about that? There could be more than one. There could be 3. Or
Yes,
like
no,
something.
I've done this before, okay? This is getting much too dangerous.
Have you considered that they are not all inside the house? No, go ahead. I'll stay out there. It's fine. I'm sure they never do ambushes also. They're probably too foolish to do something like that. Just weird.
How do you become so, good at being so pushy when you're not any other time?
Have you met your siblings? Please.
Behind me.
This is me being nice.
You stand right behind me, okay? I actually think since they're going inside the house, Euri, with a quick motion, is going to kind of like where the trigger of the gun is. They are going to pull back on there's the guard underneath it and flip it up, and it's going to flip back into the handle as the rest that was where the shoulder hint. The big block thing juts out to an axe. And so they're going to hold that in their hand and walk inside first.
Yeah.
Who's gonna kind of move her jacket out of the way and unhook a whip in one hand, and then keep 2 bells in the other hand.
And you, are you doing this stealthily, heading up the stairs?
As stealthy
there
as
any
we could
point?
be.
They already know we're here.
Mm,
We've been having a conversation. I shouted at them a few times. We've been making noise up and down the block for hours.
At this point, we do want them to know we're here, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
So you both head up the stairs into the second levels. Probably was a bedroom of some kind. It overlooks the street. There is a door that was probably a closet or a washroom of some kind. And as you step onto the landing of this room, I need a will save from the both of you.
Ooh, this sounds exciting.
Oh dear.
I know. Oh, good. I rolled well because I don't know what my will saves are.
We
Might
wouldn't
say
happen to
these
have
things.
hero points in this kind of
Yeah, you've got a hero point, yeah.
I am an expert in will saves. 25. What you get? Wait, why did you use the hero point? Just see.
Well, I got a 3 on the
Just
dice.
see.
No. That's better. So with an 11, that total is going to be 19.
So it is luckily Only a failure from the both of you.
What?
Fuck.
So you both become frightened 1.
You said this was second level! You said the numbers were small!
You both got real close.
25 is close? Jeez.
Yeah, it's not a critical failure.
Concern. All
Dusty
right,
was real close to critical failure.
Me desperately going through my feet, like, where's Dumiso's things for this very situation? Where is it?
Okay, frightened 1, cool. Do we see anything in this room?
Oh yeah, that's good.
As you are looking around, the door to what I guess appears to be a closet opens, and you hear a voice that says, "I love it when the food comes to me." And out of this closet steps this large creature with a almost technicolor coat, long clawed hands, massive teeth. This isn't a bogey. This is the bogeyman.
Fear. .jpg. Oh, yeah. No. Okay, cool.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he was gay.
Good for him.
For him.
And you know what? We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought this might take a minute.
All right. Cool.
We're gonna just.
With that.
You said
That
there's hero
frightened.
points in this game, right?
Yeah, you have a hero point. Dusty spent the hero point, unfortunately.
Hero
Wait,
point.
we had one collectively?
You each had one.
Oh, I'm like, what do you, wait! That's not fair! Okay, I just also spent mine. Maybe I should have saved it, I don't know, but I rolled a 1, so it seems like a good time to use it.
Oh, yeah.
Is this perception? Jeez, I haven't played Pathfinder in a long time.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. I should totally have monster lore. I just didn't add it to my sheet. Cool.
Okay, that's gonna be a 20 dirty.
23?
No, dirty
Oh.
20.
Dirty 20, okay.
No, also, oh no, I'm frightened 1, so 19.
So your brand new friend gets to go first.
Of course.
And they're going to spend their first action to cross the room to Euri. And you watch as they bring in this clawed hand to strike you.
No, thank you.
For 33.
Jesus.
Fuck. Shit. Yeah, that's
Aubrey.
a crit.
Aubrey, we're not gods anymore! Aubrey! We can't go to prison if we're dead!
So I'm gonna say that his first attack will take you unconscious. That is more than your health that I just rolled.
Good fucking lord. All right, yeah, I don't have anything. Out of the identification of study weakness, I'm fucking down. Right. All right. Yeah. Euri gets like fucking slammed into the wall or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you just get hit with this, and it's this creature is, and just for He's got one more action. He just turns to you, Lou, and just smiles and shows you all of those pointed teeth. I will say it is your turn. It is not looking great right now.
Oh, really? Really, Aubrey? It's not looking good?
Yeah, it's not looking great. So...
Okay. Okay. Lou's freaking out. She's never actually been in a fight. And all of her confidence came from being with her cousin.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna slide this across. And I mean, I don't know if Lou is aware of all of the things that she has. There is something that you're desperate enough to like dig down deep.
Yes, I think that Lou sees her cousin drop, and like, she has these, eyes that are very similar to a bearded vulture, which is like red sclera and like these white irises. And I think the red just sort of fills them a little bit. And you see this like red color start to spread up her horns, and feathers just start to sprout like at her neck, and like along her arms as she, honestly, fully unaware that she's done anything. She's just very literally seeing red, narrowed in on Euri. And she gets these very long claws, and it's gonna change shape. I was gonna do something tactical, but I don't think she would think to do that. Thaumaturge? Who needs it? It's time to melee the boogeyman! This is ridiculous. Okay. She's just gonna attack straight up. Leaving like this stream of feathers, like these blood red feathers that just kind of trail behind her as she goes, as they're like sprouting faster than like they can stay in the body, and every time like they push through the skin, there's like a little burst of blood as it like breaks the skin open. Would be really gross to actually witness, but Yuri's unconscious, so it's fine. And I guess I'm gonna attack. I don't do a lot of damage like this, but that's okay. Wait, what's my to hit like this? That's such a great question. It doesn't tell me. Is it just an unarmed attack?
I believe so.
Okay. Maybe don't click on things. You're gonna make my character sheet go away. Well, I rolled real bad. It's very narratively unsatisfying. That's a 9.
It's a 9. You are freaking out. You're panicking. All of that. And it's just... I mean, you still have a couple more actions. But it's one action to change, or is it a free action to change?
It technically is an initiative action. Technically. But, like, that's voluntary.
Yeah. And you've got that one action. You still have one action left.
What a great time to use battle medicine, or root to life, or any of those things. Or even ring a bell, but nope. 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 We're just gonna attack again. I don't even know if I'm trained in unarmed attack. That's really bad. I don't think it matters.
You are trained.
Am I? Okay, great. That's a 12. Woo!
12, yeah. You're not doing anything against this creature, and it just continues to smile, knowing that you are next.
Honestly, I think she's kind of past the point of fear right now.
That is
She's
very
also
fair.
very unaware of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she knows, but also she doesn't know. There's something very feral happening here.
Oh yeah, and it would be Yuri's turn if they were not unconscious.
They're unconscious.
How dare you.
I'm not gonna make you roll death saves in a prologue.
Can you imagine? We roll up to session 1 like, what up? We have brand new characters. Aubrey killed us in the prologue. Backup character time, baby.
Well, that's good because my first roll was a 5 just to see. So
Yeah,
I was gonna...
but
Jeez.
it's the end of the round. But before the bogeyman can go, there is this crashing sound as you hear the crack of a gun, the crashing sound, and this shining projectile comes through the window, impacts the bogeyman, and lets out a massive flash of bright light. And you, Lou, I need you to give me a fortitude save. And then suddenly you hear the sound of multiple sets of feet.
That's gonna be so bad. I've rolled so many. No, wait, I haven't rolled the last 7. I've had a lot of plus 7s. That is gonna be a 11.
An 11?
I think she turns towards the new threat and just starts trying to lash out at it as well. There's nothing.
Yeah,
It's just instinct right now.
Yeah, you are completely blinded at this point by this bright light, and you hear the voice of the bogeyman say, "This is not over." And it sounds like he retreats, and then Lou, you are hit on the head by something heavy and bulky, and the world kind of goes dark. The last thing you hear before it all goes, you hear a voice say, "Captain Gore will want to take a look at this one." And that'll bring us to the end of our first prologue.
Fuck.
Woo!
Oh, Yuri's gonna have such a headache.
Yeah.
We both failed step 1.
Well.
I realized Aubrey's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's just a little minor fae, and then hit us with a level 20 beastie boy. What's
No,
that?
Whiskey
Only
lied to us.
It's only level 7.
Only.
Yep.
I mean, we knew we were gonna lose it, but I mean, I figured we were gonna lose both anyway.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect us to go up against something that was rolling 30s at this level in the prologue. Aubrey!
It also rolled really well.
Well, my AC, because I'm frightened, was 16.
Yep.
Jeez.
But yes, I'm going to wrap this up real quick and say I hope you all are enjoying this so far. This is the first of all of our character prologues, and then we'll have our first official episode with all the cast together. Next week is going to be Tick's prologue, so you should tune into all of these. It's going to be interesting as you get to know our new cast of characters and what trouble they have gotten themselves into. Remember to just follow us on all of those social medias. The website formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitch, all of those lovely things. You can find the link to everything on our link tree, which is in the description of this episode. So yeah, we will see you next time, and we need to figure out a new catchphrase.
Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me in this red light. It calls me, he is reaching out, consuming. Tyrant of the dark star, where's my love? Won't hold this heart. Daylight is a distant dream, non-factor as looming there. Drift off from this home ever fleeting. Dark revenge with my heart keeps on beating. Take my hand, we must face it again. Yes, terrible sun knocks. Doctor, Deus, Nurquam, Morta, to be honest, times the party.